Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So AW Showcase is here, and this is going to be a very brief, quick itemless run on the right side with basically the same team I used originally, maybe a little bit different. And this is also, again, as I said before, one of the easier AW Showcases that we have had in quite a while. I tossed in a 20% general champion boost just because we do have some of those expiring laying around, and I wanted to be a bit quicker. But there's no need for that, really. So for the Warlock, we're using Caroline Dean. As I said in the guide video, you can basically use most of the buff-heavy cosmic champions. And the entire idea here is just, keep an eye out for encroaching stun. There's going to be one little trick I'm going to use with Carolina in order to kind of escape a little bit from that encroaching stun. And that is, I started my passive stun as I knew I'm gonna get stunned there and I'm gonna eat a couple of hits. So whilst I was stunned, he was also stunned for the majority of the duration there. So a little mistake there, nothing too crazy, but also a very, very fast fight. Now I have Caroline Dean against, Nico. And here you don't really want to start with the buff immunity. There's no need to use that pre-fight. And in order to make this fight go quicker, you do want to get her in the sun because you do want her gaining all that power. Sorry, all those buffs, because that means you're just gonna get more power. And then you can drop a nice level 2. Ideally, if she's in the sun, that just means again more poisons. Now here, in the perfect world, after I activated my level 1, she would have actually dumped her power and used the special attack, but she didn't, because she's annoying, and then I made a little mistake, because she's annoying, but fine. I'm just going to drop my level 1, and all of those poisons are basically going to kill her, especially because I can throw another level 1 now, and that's it, the fight's over. So, not ideal, but again, fairly easy, nothing to kind of stress about. And next up, moving on to Mordo. And this is stun immune Mordo, pseudo stun immune Mordo. You don't want to use energy damage basically in this fight. I'm just going in with Spider-Woman. The cool thing about Spider-Woman is obviously she can stop a wave 2 if need be, which I'm actually kind of ignore that ability for most of the fight up until the very end. But the entire point of this fight is just, keep knocking him down, deal with ebb and flow knockdown, and that's it. Obviously, you don't want to make him go red. He does have access to Mystic Dispersion, but, Spider-Woman kind of sort of deals with it. And he's not going to be very friendly to me with his special throwing. That is going to be somewhat annoying. And in this IW Showcase, we also get quite a lot of the pre-fights and the 3-minute boost applied to us. And in this case, that will include the Indestructible 3. So I think at one point I'm just going to go, and push him to the red, knowing that, nothing bad's going to happen. Like here. He gets to the red, but I do have Indestructible 3 boost. I haven't used it up, so it means I can safely tank this. Worst case is he gets like a regen and a couple of furies, but we don't really care about that. So just gonna finish out the fight, and then I realize I can re-parry as well if I want, because I can prevent a wade. I can drop another level 1. He doesn't want to throw his special. Well, eventually he ends up doing it, and he dies. So this could have went better, but again, there's a ton of champs that can deal with this fight, especially if you do have the Indestructible 3 boost. Now, Maker, again, this is going to be such a basic fight against the Maker. It has Ebb and Flow, Knockdown, Heavy Hitter, and Aggression Precision nodes. So you can't really punish his heavy with most of the champions. But other than that, just knock him down and smack him in the face. That's it. So, again, knock down here, letting him run in at me. Knocked him down again. I want to get back in sun for unblockable special. And he's already halfway down. And he does choose to use his special attack quite freely. I'm gonna go in for a full combo. And we're gonna knock him down and then drop a special. I want to get back to the sun to make sure my special is unblockable. That's it. About as straightforward and simple fight as you can get. And next up, Rintra. Now, this is like the fastest fight here. We have had some very fast fights here. This is going to be even faster, because here we're going to play on leader's heal reversal and that never back down node, where if I dash back twice, Rintra gets a regen. What I want to do is, I drop my level 1, dash back twice, and you can see his health bar starting to melt as I get more specters on, as the combat strike counter vitality node is gonna kick in even more, and basically we can see that his health bar is just absolutely disintegrating here. And that's it. That's all she wrote. That's all the fight was there. So super easy and quick with the leader. Now here, a caveat. First of all, Solvarc does like my phone. Second of all, I do get distracted here. I should have went in with Spider-Woman from the beginning. I know that you can do this fight with Caroline Dean, even though she's not the best. But I'm gonna mess up and I'm gonna get KO'd here. But I also don't need Caroline Dean for anything else past this fight. I could have used Caroline for the final boss as well, but you know, that's fine. But you can see the lag in this fight is because Catalina Dean slightly lags my phone at times, and Solvarc almost always lags my phone. And both of them fighting each other, I should have known it's gonna, you know, something's gonna go bad, very bad. And yeah, so I'm gonna die there very quick. Here, I already, you know, miss a parry. I'd like to say that's because of the lag. Well, because it was. But okay. And yeah, Caroline, and again, I do get a YouTube notification and parry doesn't work and I just get KO'd. So a slight setback there, but that's fine. I'm just gonna pick a Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman also can do this fight perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, just, you know, build up Spider-Woman, get level 2, level 1, and should be done deal. Again, Solvarc does make my phone lag, which I am quite annoyed by constantly, but fine. And that root node here, it can kind of get a little bit annoying, but it's nothing too major. Honestly, you don't need not stress too much about that root node. It's just the Solvarc himself. So here I go for a level 2. I can't fully reduce his willpower healing. That's slightly annoying, but no biggie. Get rooted. And I'm just going to use Relic to kind of like pass the time a little bit. That's fine. He used his level 1. I am going to go for my special here, I believe. And he's not going to quite die, but he takes a chunk of damage. And I just basically... Oh, and I do get parried here. That is annoying. That is okay, that is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna drop my level 1 here, and yeah, that's all she wrote. So yeah, Spider-Woman's perfectly fine. Next up, we have Enchantress, and I'm gonna get a bit annoying RNG here, but Spider-Woman's obviously very good Enchantress counter, and I'm not gonna play the best here. I am going to be a little bit derpy, but again, that's not the biggest issue in this showcase, because the fights are not like that punishing. So do knock her down. And here I did want to immediately transfer that Bane. And we're going to go for level 2. And now she can throw whatever she wants to throw. That is fine. And here I'm going to go in for an intercept without checking that it is the unstoppable node. And she has 6 of her spells active. But that's fine, as I decided, because I can ignore 6 of them. I did not want to get myself pushed to level 2 here, but that's also not the end of the world, because I just need to throw my level 1, and basically she dies immediately. So Spider-Woman destroys this fight. Again, not playing perfectly at all, but again, this is not as challenging of a board showcase. Now I'm gonna swap leader for Serpent. You can use Galen here, you can use Thanos, you can use a whole plethora of cosmic champions. Serpent is kind of like, at this point, already one of my comfort champs that I like for longer piece of content or like challenge modes. And that's because I kind of can play him quite casually and know that the fight is going to work out fine. It's not going to be the quickest, but it's going to be fine. And initially, I'm not even going to be bothering to get rid of that shield that actively. I'm perfectly willing to take a few bursts of that power drain here, or power burn that she has. And I just want to kind of establish the fight, get her to the corner. I know that I'm going to get auto-blocked a couple of times. At this point, if I wanted to, I could easily kind of go and smash her shield up as well. But, you know, eventually we're going to get to that. Because once Serpent is ramped up, you do get that Pierce, and you do get the Furies and Attack. And basically, you just destroy that shield with like a single combo. But, you know, we'll get there. And as well, thanks to Energize, it's kind of easy to push her to those level 2s. And there's not much else to say. Other than that, very basic fight. Now that she threw that level 1, which I didn't want her to do, I did decide to start breaking down her shield. So now at this point, we're already quite good at it, because we do have the Pierce passive on Serpent. And we can see that our damage is steadily increasing there as well. That resist kind of saved me a little bit. Sometimes it happens on attack too. And yeah, whilst the shield is down for Penny, I can just play super freely. Don't need to worry about anything at all. Those resistances that she's getting could get slightly annoying, but fine. So here again, I'm going for level 1. My damage is still going up. The previous level 1 had less damage because I think it didn't count it as me striking the block. So I decided to destroy the shield now, because again, she does have 10 charges. She threw another level 1. So shield goes down incredibly quickly. And we're just carrying on, destroying that little robot. And gonna go for a Relic. Relic also starting to deal good amount of damage. And that's it. That is the AW showcase. Very quick and easy. I would say completely painless, but aside from that Caroline Dean fight there, but there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm going to catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about